remotely.
Are we ready to start the show?
Yeah, I think so.
I ain't got to watch, so
You guys
we're
ready?
Just going for it.
Let's do it.
All right. Thank you, sir. It's time to grow a pair. Welcome to another episode of A Higher Perspective, the podcast, with your hosts, Charlie and Eric. Now let's get ready to perspectivize.
That was good. That was perfect.
That was good.
That was perfect.
Raising 2 glasses to
Yeah.
y'all. Woo! What are we celebrating, boys?
Episode 25.
2-5, man.
Quarter of a century, baby.
Episode 25. Thanks for showing up.
Yeah, glad to have our favorite +2, Matthew Shimkus.
That's right. +2.
Numero
Went
dos.
to the blacksmith and got it upgraded to +2. Actually,
Plus. Jesus
cost me
Christ.
2 gold coins.
Yes, sir.
Totally worth it.
Yeah, that's not too bad. That's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
He
I
asked
guess
if I
that's-
would advertise.
I guess that's a good price. All right.
Yeah.
Well, hey.
Hey, here's
Welcome.
the 25,
Yeah, I love
boys.
Big 2-5.
it. I don't know if you saw last episode. It was amazing. But we're going to start off with, of course, our +1, and our +2 is going to introduce our +1.
Oh, I like that. That's tricky.
Is that what we're doing?
+2 is going to introduce +1. Yeah.
That means you.
No, I mean like
Do you want to do the big one first?
well, give us a rundown of what we're doing.
Oh yeah, what kind of weed we got?
Oh yeah, I'd have to. It's London pound cake,
Ooh, I've had that one before. That's a real good strain.
and then boof.
Boof?
Special boof. Yeah, it was
Are we
boof.
boofing?
You know what boof is, right?
Oh, I know what boofing is.
Should we explain to anybody who's watching the show doesn't know what boofing? I
you know
think
what
everybody
boofing
that's
is, Charlie?
watching this show knows what boofing.
Just
is.
explain it. Let's give everyone the
It's where you
rundown.
take drugs up the anus.
No, we're not boofing.
No.
Yeah, that was a good trick.
I might be boofing.
Do you have a whiskey enema in right now?
I feel like he might be
ready
boofing.
to explode at any moment.
Yes.
Dear Lord.
Yes, dear Lord. I love it. This is what happens on episode 25, baby.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Boofing.
Oh!
Boofing.
I wonder if you could engineer that. If you could like get like a thing in your butt.
Dude, okay.
Specifically for boofing.
It's called super boof.
Super boof.
That's the name of it.
Yes.
So it's super boof. You have to
Okay.
have extra anal cavity acreage. to
Acreage.
Super boof something. Well, think about it. Like regular people can shove so
Yeah.
much up there. And
Yeah.
It's crazy.
This is crazy. In
Maybe,
fact,
maybe I think about it more than
I
everybody
think
else.
you might,
does.
but we are going to talk about a little anal situation later. So
Oh.
yeah.
Ooh. All right.
don't ever make that sound again.
I will. I can't promise that. I cannot promise.
Ooh.
Ooh.
All right.
Oh my.
Especially after he says the word anal. I mean,
Anal. Ooh.
And if you need your dog's anal glands expressed, Eric is the man.
I am no. I didn't say that.
No? Oh, I thought.
Doesn't mean I'll do anything anal. Dude.
On the
I have my
weekend.
Oh, sorry.
boundaries. Okay.
When you said $20, $20,
Yeah.
you know, hey, fuck it.
Weekdays, anything goes. So
What the fuck? I don't think
Oh
I've
my
ever
God.
heard that one before. I'm afraid to. Anyway, hey,
that's not an admittance to not guiltiness. I'm just saying.
shit.
Should
Who's gonna light that?
Yeah,
up?
light it up. Who
these
wants to
3
light it?
joints? Come on.
Let's
All
do the. We'll do the triple.
We'll do the triple first.
Triple double.
Triple double.
So I had a buddy
Shout out
talking to
NBA
me. He goes,
playoffs.
"Yeah, you ever see those? Not all heroes wear capes things." And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "You gotta check this out." So he brings one up for me, and motherfucking, they're at a dog park, and this German Shepherd has locked jaws on this little mutt, and just trying to rip it apart.
Right.
And everyone's grabbing the dog by the neck and trying to get it off there and spraying it with water or whatever and everything. And so there's another dude who sneaks up behind everybody and runs up to that fucking dog
Yeah.
and pulls the dog's tail up and fucking finger thrusts his asshole. Boom! Boom! Backs up a
What
little
the
gig,
fuck?
lifts it up again. Boom!
This is a video?
Dog drops him. Yeah,
What the fuck?
right? That third finger thrust in the anus, and that dog was like, "Vroom?" It's got to be what Scooby Doo.
Did he just was that a version of alpha-ing that dog? Did he just alpha that dog with his finger?
Yeah, he just showed that dog who the
Yeah.
boss was.
I'm sure that dog's like, hey, I'm
Yeah.
getting.
He's
this-
like, nope, I don't want any of the sauce.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Have a
He's
good
like-
day, everybody. I apologize
Wait
for
a
my
goddamn
intrusion.
minute. Wait a goddamn minute. I didn't sign up for this
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Hey, that just teaches him. You start ripping on a little dog, you might get finger blasted up the asshole.
You get the horns, man.
Buddy boy.
Fuck
Oh,
with
fuck
the
yeah.
bull, you get the horns.
Does so any good no hero cape thing come
All
to
right,
mind?
I got one that's
I pulled
pretty.
up a
It's
couple.
actually uplifting to the spirits because there was a 6-year-old kid that saved his 4-year-old sister from a dog attack and got 90 stitches in the fucking meantime.
Holy shit!
And now he's like probably gonna get a statue for him.
Holy shit!
Like for real. This happened. I forgot all the.
It's okay. I mean, it's just a all hero. What you got, Eric?
Yeah.
Talk to me.
That
Well, you know
kid
what?
out there.
This-
Shout out to that guy, man. Good luck. Good for you, buddy.
Yeah,
Saving
here's to your
little
face,
sister.
motherfucker.
Yeah, the girls will definitely
Hope
be
it
running
grows
for you.
back.
It doesn't matter what your mangled face looks like. Go on.
You know, I've seen that meme in that video countless times, but you know, in my high ass brain when we were talking about it, it brought up another train of thought along the line of heroes and capes. Have you guys seen the movie The Incredibles? It's
Yeah.
a Pixar movie, so there's
Yeah.
like a sequence where the
Hey.
little
Go on.
what's that?
Nothing.
It's where the little what's it called? The little costume designer or the superhero
Yeah.
suit designer.
Edna.
Yeah, Edna Mode goes off on how capes are no capes on suits because they're dangerous.
When she
and
mentions
actually,
each one.
yeah, and how they've all died with capes, and that made me think like, yeah, why would if you were a hero would you wear a cape? Because it seems
It
like
would.
depends on
Yeah,
on the
I guess it depends on your
utility of the
powers.
cape. If you really have to think about it, like
So-
you gotta think about whether or not you can utilize a cape as a superhero.
I guess like Doctor Strange, his cape is like enchanted, so
Kind
like,
of necessary, yeah.
Well, Batman's. I mean, even in the comics, he
Glides
can glide
with
with
it,
it.
yeah,
He's
It
yeah.
definitely serves a purpose.
bulletproof and fucking all that shit. And Superman's, of course, because it's supposed to be Kryptonian
Yeah.
blankets, so they're bulletproof, fireproof, everything proof.
but his
Yeah.
body's already that proof. So
Feel like Spider-Man had a cape. What the fuck is he gonna do?
Right,
What
right.
are you doing?
no, I was just thinking about it. I was just thinking about if I were like
No,
designing
it's
my
good.
own super suit.
I would. I think it would look
Yeah.
weird to not.
I think it would depend on like what kind of powers I had
It
too.
would
Like,
really, yeah. It depends
So-
like
on
if
what
am
kind
I
of
am I like
superhero you
godlike
are.
like Thor, then yeah, maybe I wear a cape because it doesn't matter and like I'll still rip shit up. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, maybe if I'm like vigilante,
I guess if I
Maybe
can't
not.
fly, I'm not wearing a cape.
yeah,
Also,
Because
I,
then you just look stupid running through the streets with
Right.
a cape.
right.
I feel like if
Exactly.
you're like Batman and you're like spinning around kicking people, it's probably not good to have a cape because that thing would wrap around your face. But you definitely got like your Batman cape wrapped around your
Yeah.
face and just lose vision totally.
I
I wonder if he had to deal with that.
would think so at some
Well,
point.
If there wasn't, was there an actual Batman?
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Live action
What do you
movie?
mean?
Which one?
I'm trying to think about it.
Wait, no, okay. So if we go to the Christian Bale movies, his cape when he like extends it is like almost like magnetized. Like
You put the electric
electromagnets.
shock through it and
Yeah,
it stiffens up.
It stiffens it. So you know, that's pretty cool.
If I could,
Well, he used his
So-
cape for many utilities.
Yeah.
we're gonna start making a higher perspective the condom for much elderly people. That way, it's made out of that same material. All they have to do put a little electric shock in there.
It
Boom, rigid,
stiffens.
hard, fucking hours.
You should figure out
Batman
how to make
condoms.
a condom that gets you
Dark
high
Knight
after
condoms.
you put it on too. That
That's
would
called
be cool.
ecstasy, bro.
Doesn't you gotta put the drugs in
It's
there? You don't have to
called
tell them what
cocaine.
are actually in there.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know if that's a good business venture.
Christ. Yeah, I don't know.
I think it is,
Yeah.
I really
get
get it.
dude. That would sell big at like the rave crowds and you know,
Yeah.
the-
Ecstasy condoms.
Yeah,
Higher perspective ecstasy condoms.
Any of those people use condoms?
I don't know.
I
man.
hope.
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's just
I used a lot of nitrous when I went over there, and I had a bunch of balloons. but I don't know
Were the
where they
balloons
went.
condoms?
Balloons can be condoms, Charlie.
That's not what I asked. I think you're avoiding the question. I think that's a yes.
Now
I think
you
that's
got to give me a minute to think.
He's
Like,
not
I gotta,
sure. Now he's
Yeah.
questioning
Now I
whether or
have
not
to-
they were actually condoms.
Was that a dick in your mouth? What? Motherfucker, what is a stall word?
I might have to just take a
Yes.
walk in the woods and think about that at this point. I don't know.
No. What? No. Never.
Oh my god, that's great.
No,
Yeah.
all I did was sell nitrous at those music festivals. That was my favorite thing to do, was sell nitrous and watch people go crazy.
Dude.
Oh my god, that's great.
Nitrous
Higher
nitrous can be
perspective,
pretty fun, right?
You know, you
Well,
gotta-
actually,
That's a
so my buddy, one of my really good friends growing up, shout out Daniel Nichols. He lived in Thailand for like 5-6 years or something, maybe more. And he told me how like it's like publicly legal intoxicant there, like recreationally legal. And they
so
have
people just walk down the street.
yeah, and they have nitrous carts that you can go up to on the street corner,
Are you fucking kidding
and
me?
nitrous bars where it's just nitrous, and you go and like take laughing gas all night. But they were like pretty strict about weed, but nitrous in Thailand like was like easily accessible.
That is wild.
Wow.
Yeah. Now I don't know if that's still the current laws, but like when he first moved there, I remember him telling me about these like bars. They looked like pubs or like alcohol bars,
Yeah.
but they were just nitrous.
Because that stuff will mess you up, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you can't drive
Nitrous
a
oxide, I
car
think.
and huff nitrous. Do you know that,
Yeah.
right?
Dude, what are you doing?
Same with alcohol.
No. If we have Quincy. Quincy can do that shit. Just go ahead. Just
Oh.
get it yourself. But next time, ask
Oh,
Quincy.
yeah.
What else
Next
is he
time, just
doing?
make
What else is
Quincy.
he doing
Yeah.
over there,
It's all right.
Matt?
No, it's
What
all
It
right.
else
looks like he's sleeping right now. Here,
It's-
oh,
hey,
oh,
Quincy,
He's monitoring
it's,
the camera. Okay, he's monitoring the
it's-
camera.
Yeah, it's finals week, so
Yeah.
he's probably just coming down from coke. Studying.
Adderall.
I mean, studying.
You got me.
Yeah.
You got me dead to rights, Charlie.
So anyway, yeah. So that's actually moving into the next fucking thing we should talk about, priming
Yeah.
the motor. This is kind of like priming the motor for that. This for that.
Oh, are
Well,
you
I
saying
mean,
like
if you really want to say priming the motor, and this is breaking the fourth wall here, we smoked the bong before we even started that.
oh, we
So
just
that
shattered
is-
the illusion.
Yeah, that is
Oh, yeah, that is
priming the motor. And that's
So,
Well,
something.
see, that's
when-
just ritual at this point.
When
Yeah.
do you
like,
think priming the motor goes too far? Do you think like
when you do too much.
Kids
Well,
ballet recital.
But hold on. It never starts out too much. It never starts out too
Yeah.
much. Hey, we're going to go to a ball game. Let's slam that fifth before we go in because beers are $19 a piece.
Mhm.
And then you go in, the
And then
fifth
you're-
hits, and you're like, I don't fucking care how much beer costs. I'm having 90 of them.
right.
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah. I've seen people do that. Yeah.
So sometimes
Well,
maybe.
there's always an amount of respect you have to have for your pregame. You know, there's like an unspoken agreement between the two parties where you're
Yeah.
like, all right, I'm gonna go to this baseball game and drink.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna drink before I go to this baseball game too, or smoke weed, or do both, whatever you want.
Yeah, whatever it is your thing is.
But you have to be like at a point where I don't have very much motor control. I gotta let go of
Yeah.
the wheel and
Yeah.
get into what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know, there's a respect in there. that I
Also,
think-
like, I've seen people get way too shitty, like way too fast before something happens.
Yeah.
That's
exactly.
Shout out Daniel Nichols also, who I mentioned, Thailand.
Yeah.
He was classic at that. And like, I remember like concert. There were concerts specifically with my buddy Dan where he would just get like so fucking drunk beforehand and like too fast. Like, dude, like pace it out a little. It's a 3-hour concert,
Dude.
Like you're not gonna make
Especially
it.
if you're playing instruments and like singing and shit.
Yeah.
You need to like, you can get buzzed, but like you can't get
Yeah.
hammered.
Well,
No.
and just like or going to a big show and then being in a crowd like for like a
That
big
too.
concert, like just like pace. I like to pace myself because I'm a lightweight personally.
Yep.
So I'll usually just get high and then I'll buy
Yeah.
like a beer or two, and maybe take an edible so I can stay high throughout whatever I'm doing.
Don't drink from the wine jug from the dude in the parking lot. It's pretty fucking simple. Don't drink from anyone's wine jug.
I think that's a very good rule.
Yeah.
Don't
Charlie.
ever drink from a wine jug if you don't have to.
I always
Yeah.
look in whatever you're drinking from too before you drink it.
Oh God,
Because
is this personal experience?
Stories.
Oh, dude.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I don't drink wine really, so I don't.
My
No,
buddy,
just a
one
wine
time,
jug.
you know those like 99
Yeah,
cent
dude.
Arizona iced tea cans?
Yeah.
One of my buddies drank a cockroach out of one of those things.
No.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
That is
Oh my
gross.
God.
Sorry,
dude.
guys.
Was it moving like alive or just...
No, it was drowned. At least I
So it could
assume
have been
was
a
drowned.
cigarette butt.
No, it was definitely.
Fucking
Like
gross.
crawled in there while he didn't notice.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
like he
That's
was
fucking gross right there.
he was drinking the iced tea and then he went to bed and then he woke up and drank it again.
Dead cockroach. In your
Had an
mouth.
ice cube in it, if you know what I mean.
That is fucking gross.
That was fucking
That
rugged.
reminds me of a gross story too, along those lines.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
So back in college, my friends used to dip a lot. That was a big thing in Montana.
Oh,
chew.
man.
And so they would do it while we were playing video games in the dorms. And one of my friends liked to drink Dr. Pepper.
Shut up, dude.
And
No.
he had like a full Dr. Pepper with him, but he was also using the previous Dr. Pepper, like 2-liter, as a spitter. And he had like filled it all the way up.
Oh, dude.
And it looked exactly like the consistency of Dr. Pepper. Like, but
I
he
don't
was
know if I
really,
can have you go
dude, he was
on.
really fucking drunk.
Ugh.
And we saw the mistake he was making, and we're like, no, hey, dude, no. And he's like putting it to his mouth. And he just looks at us and he goes, what? And we're like, no. And he like,
That is fucking...
it was like in slow motion. We watch him like put it to his lips and it go into his gullet. And he's just like, and like spits it out everywhere. Oh my God. It was so funny. It was so funny. Yeah. At least it was his own spit, you know? His own tobacco spit. That's how them Montana,
Good
job,
them
Eric.
Montuckan
No, that
boys
was the
do.
best. That was the.
You
You know
win. You
That's
win
why
this
the
one.
internet was invented, right there, motherfuckers.
You ain't seen Two Girls, One Cup?
Yeah.
Anyway.
of course. Twice,
So it was like 4 girls, 2 cups.
pretty much. One night.
4 girls, 1 cup. Same cup.
That's a big cup, I guess, because...
Four girls,
It wasn't.
one cup.
It wasn't a big cup.
4 girls, 1 bucket.
One guy, one jar. Anybody?
There we go.
One guy,
Oh
one
my
jar.
God.
Anybody? Know
I
that
think
one?
we need to move away from the anybody and anythings.
We still have to light that big motherfucker.
Yeah, we
up,
do have to
too.
light that big motherfucker.
So yeah, back to what we were saying. Priming
You okay?
can
Yeah,
be
good.
good. Can be good. I like to.
Embarrass myself a little bit. Go ahead. Eric.
Yeah.
I like to prime before going to like a movie.
Well, let's be honest. Before you go to the fucking Christmas party, right? You're like, oh,
Yeah,
I gotta go
fuck
to
yeah.
fucking work and see all these people again.
Or like a family Christmas
It's on
party.
my time.
Yeah.
I need to be on my fucking
Yeah.
my own level.
Yeah.
You know.
So you get the BAC just right. You get the THC just right. And you
Yep.
just roll
Yep.
with it.
Yep. Or like
Yeah, that's a good
I
one.
took edibles a couple times going to Tom Segura in Eugene.
Dude, he's coming again.
Is he really?
No, I'm sorry, Bert.
Oh, Bert is cool.
Bert.
Yeah, when
Bert
I lived in
Kreischer.
Eugene, Segura came twice.
Chrysler?
In,
How do you say his last name?
Kreischer. Bert Kreischer.
Kreischer.
Yeah, like Kreischer.
Okay.
I think that guy's is called the Machine.
Yeah.
I keep wanting to say Chrysler.
And so I saw Tom Segura in Eugene 2 years in a row. He came right through. It was while he was. It was before him and Bert did the weight loss challenge, and he lost a
Yeah.
bunch of weight, so he's still chubbier. But he was fucking hilarious. And
That's funny
Laura
as shit.
made me and my buddy these cookies that were so potent. So we were just fucking high as balls the whole time, just laughing our asses off.
Let's
Like
do
it was one of the
Yeah.
best
Light
like
her up.
live stand up things I've ever seen.
That's
Uh,
awesome.
Excuse.
Um,
You know-
when I found out that Tom Segura's mom was Charo.
Wait, is that true? I would never look
Yeah,
at
that's
Really?
true. Yeah.
Charo, the dancer
Yes.
from like the 60s.
The Love Boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's his
Okay.
mom. Yeah, it was fucking
You
wild.
learn something new every day, folks.
Well, he did that special Sledgehammer. If you watch it, he talks about giving his mom edibles.
And watching what she did.
Yeah.
That's fucking.
Oh, it's funny shit. But then to learn out,
Oh
then
my
to learn
God.
to learn who it was like a bonus.
That's like 8 hours of my life I'm going to need to dedicate to that. Find out exactly what went on there.
What the fuck?
What do you mean? What the
Oh
fuck?
my god. That's crazy, dude.
It is weird information. Here's you, Tom. Good one, buddy. A big inspiration to all of us, really.
Wait, no. His. You know what's funny? I don't think it's the actress Charo.
Yes, it is.
No, because it doesn't have a link to her name.
It is her, buddy.
Okay.
Cut. I gotta piss.
Oh, hold on. All right, we're gonna take a short break, and we'll be right back.
Uncut.
And we're back.
And we're back. And we're in a feud. Charlie!
So
I'm just kidding.
that was him.
No, I was feuding.
You guys told me I wasn't allowed to go pee. Is what happened.
Well,
And
you did
cut
anyway.
the camera, and you were like, "No, you gotta pee your pants. They won't see it."
So why didn't you just
kidding.
do
I
that
went
then?
and took a
Why didn't you
piss.
just
Yeah.
do that?
I thought you had a catheter
Yeah.
in. And
What
an
happened to the
enema.
catheter?
Now I got one because
Oh.
it
Bag.
kept making me pee myself
Yeah.
bag.
so much. My urinary tract is like a cat that has been living
What in the fuck
underneath
are
the
you
house
talking about,
for
dude?
8 weeks.
What?
The fuck are you talking
I
about,
don't
my
even-
man?
You don't
Are we
understand.
high enough
Hey,
for that?
so
Okay.
You'll have to look it up in the dictionary, I guess.
this God damn it, dude. This fucking giant joint
It went out.
is one way we get high on the show. So, what are some other ways, other devices people use?
Oh, okay. Like, are you talking about for like just weed in
Bong,
general?
hookah, yeah, like
Yeah, hookah's a
What's-
great way. I love a hookah.
yeah.
That's a nice smooth. I remember doing getting a little hookah in high school. I've never been to a hookah bar, but like the mid-level one that you could buy, we got some, and it was tasty.
You put like buds and fruit in it, and like 6 people smoke it at once.
Yeah,
Got
it's
a
like
bunch
it's
of
like
tubes hanging out. That's
Yeah.
a Turkish thing.
it's like tobacco.
Yeah.
Usually you put like flavored tobacco
It's
in
good.
it. It's really nice. It's like
nice.
smooth. Yeah, I like
Is
that.
there a reason you're not taking this one? I'm
Oh God, I'm
just
sorry.
wondering.
I think my eyes were
I
crossed.
mean, if
'cause
you're
Eric,
too
if
high.
Eric's
So
taking
high
the
already.
torch, I'll go on a gravity bong. Everybody's
Dude,
familiar
the
with.
original. That's the first
Yeah.
thing I ever
Classic.
smoked with was a gravity bong.
Oh,
I'll
really?
tell
The
you-
first?
Very first thing ever.
What? That's
it was
cool.
a big. It was a big.
Really?
It was a big.
So you smoked the crack pipe version of weed
Hold
the
on.
first time?
Yeah, and it was in a big Lucky Charms cereal box, and it was like shake, but it looked like it was rolled and dusted in THC.
Yeah.
So it was me, my cousins, my one cousin's fiance at the time,
Yeah.
my uncle, our other friends I considered aunts. You know, like I mean, it was
So
amazing.
you had a full on
That's sick.
family
bad. It was like
gathering.
Thanksgiving.
What do they call
Family gravity bong Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it was
Dude,
like
that's
Thanksgiving. It was
fucking
badass.
epic.
Wait,
Yes.
It was tight.
what is it called when the family gets together? What's that stupid word for it?
Get together?
Reunion. Family
Reunion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Family
reunion. Okay.
reunion.
All right. Yeah, family reunion.
There's a Charlie Brown family
pretty tight.
reunion with a bong.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
I'd be a member of that family.
It was pretty sweet, dude.
I had a boss once who loved using a gravity bong in his apartment.
Yeah.
That was his favorite thing. He used one of those big pitchers.
Yeah.
Those plastic pitchers with
Yeah.
a 2-liter in it. And he used
Quincy.
He used
God damn it.
a socket as the little bowl holder, and he just glued it onto the top.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that's sweet,
It was
dude.
just his favorite thing.
Yeah.
That's all he smoked.
Yeah. He's probably pissed now. Just go ahead.
Don't listen to him, Quincy.
Being
It's okay.
difficult.
He's being difficult.
Hey, it's finals week, like we said.
Yeah. He's only giving you.
Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell
Come
him
on,
to pour,
yeah. Good
pour
job.
a little more. Just fill it all the way for him. Come on,
Don't
Quincy.
fill it to the
Jesus
top,
Christ.
please. I want to be conscious.
He might
at
fill it
the
to the
end of
top
this
because it's
whole
going to
thing.
be.
Thank you, Quincy.
Yeah. Quincy's. You're A1.
I'll
buddy.
give you your
Oh.
tip at the end of this.
No one's crowing you, bro. We're all good.
Okay.
Matt?
Cool.
Ah,
I felt the crow upon
giant
me.
joint.
I felt
The crow of
Oh, wait.
weed. Oh, God.
I got the mark.
He's got the goddamn mark.
Got the mark of crow. on
Watch
me.
out for him. Hey, let's douche no
Uh,
douche somebody.
Oh wait. Last
What?
interesting way to get high.
Yeah,
I
go
want to
for it.
mention knife hits. You guys remember knife hits?
Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what that you did that with like hash.
Hash.
Or or
Back
I've
in
done
the-
it with like really dry weed.
Are you
Really?
serious?
Yeah.
Did that tear the shit out of your throat or what?
I don't really remember. It was a long time ago.
Yeah,
like in
that
high
would
school.
Wow.
wreck you.
I remember
would
though,
fuck you
like
up.
2 knives on the stove. You heat it up, and then we had like a little like
Because it's a
soda bottle
vaporizer.
top.
Yeah, because
So,
it's
like,
the
it
2
would-
knives you'll never use again.
Yeah, exactly.
So don't let the old lady see those knives. You know
There's
what I'm
also
saying?
this thing we did call a firecracker, where you put
so goddamn funny, don't you?
Yeah, go ahead, firecracker.
where
Let me
you
hear
put a
that one.
graham cracker with peanut butter, and then you put like a weed nugs on each of them, and then you bake it in the oven for like 30 minutes, and then you eat it, and it gets you so fucking stoned.
Dude, you're eating weed.
How
Yeah,
many times have
because
you done that?
when you
wild
bake it
man.
when you bake it like that, it like
You
I
said the
think
microwave.
no, in the oven.
Oh.
No. You bake it in the oven for 30 minutes, and it like I think it breaks down some of the cell walls containing the THC when you bake it like that and heat it up. Something like I can't remember, but we got really fucking stoned from it. It was crazy. It's like a DIY edible,
Wow.
and something
Yeah.
about heating it up, it gives it the
When you
chemi-
bake it,
chemical
when you bake
process
it,
of like releasing THC when you eat it. So
when
something
you
like that.
bake it, depending on what the temperature is you
Yeah.
bake it to,
I think it was
if you
like
get like
300.
a perfect temperature throughout all the bud, it'll because weed has to be heated up to be activated.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you heat it to the perfect temperature, you get like the perfect amount of weed.
Right.
And that's what those vaporizers do.
Exactly.
So
Oh, vapes. So yeah,
like,
firecracker.
I don't know why.
No, I like it. Just smiling. Hey, you know what time
Sorry,
it
I
is?
was thinking about how
You know what
those
time
things
it is?
work.
Douche? Oh, or no douche? Oh, baby. Oh, I think this one's gonna be a douche.
Oh my
gosh.
God, you guys. Okay.
You want me to introduce it?
Yeah, let's hear him.
All right, so we're gonna douche, no douche, not all heroes wear capes kind of theme. Mr.
What?
Beast, the
Mr.
famous
Beast.
YouTuber, philanthropist, game show host, Twitch streamer, whatever. He does it all. Has his whole line of I think candy bars called Feastables.
Really?
Yeah, and he has Beast Burger, which is like a burger chain. Yeah,
So
he-
this guy went full.
Yeah,
He went full throttle.
yeah, full throttle. There we go. That's the
Yeah.
right word.
I was like, I gotta say something. Full something.
Yeah.
Straight full throttle.
Which
in it.
you mentioned recently that he had a controversy with like some event,
Right.
so I thought that was good because sometimes
Yeah.
rich people are kind of can be douchey, but I also thought it was good because he is a huge philanthropist, like
Yeah.
giving away a lot.
He
of
has
his
done
fortune
a lot
and like
for people.
helping out like impoverished countries
Yeah.
with clean drinking water and stuff. So
Yep.
yeah, so well, that's kind of like some of his accolades, and like he loves to give out just random money to people on Twitch streams
Yeah.
or whatnot. I can't remember what African country, but he built a whole like a few dozen like clean drinking water wells, and did a whole series of videos on it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. That's a nice.
But
one.
then also
That's
you were
cool,
saying he
man.
had
That's
some
cool.
It was. I can't remember now.
something happened recently.
It was a big event. People paid thousands of dollars to have a talk. Hear from the guy how to do it, how to be successful, and all that stuff. And they were getting a gift bag that's worth so much money and all
Right.
this stuff. And
like it was
it
stated.
just all fell through. You know,
like-
everything fell through.
oh
The
shit.
gift bag was like a couple extra small shirts, like just shit you were getting rid of.
oh my god. They were just
Yeah,
like,
it blew my
they'll be okay with
it blew my
this
mind.
shit.
But
yeah.
he did come up and was like, "Hey, I apologize. I
Oh,
found
yeah.
out that what was happened, and this is not what I wanted or what I signed up." So, I
Oh.
don't know. Up to that
So,
point,
It
he
wasn't necessarily him that had like
right,
orchestrated that part of it.
right.
Or he knew it was happening the whole time and just was covering his own ass.
See, I want to say, that was my first one, my first thought.
Yeah, fair
But when
enough,
you look
fair
at the
enough.
stuff he's done, he has done some really good stuff,
Mhm.
and I can't see it.
Yeah.
Once you read all the stuff, like Eric was saying about the wells, he's done other things. Like he's helped a lot of people
Yeah.
in a lot of situations. Actually,
He like I think he's like a billion. I think he's a billionaire from all of his,
No,
his
really?
yeah, from his all of his
Already?
ventures, but he gives away like a significant amount of his his fortune. And he also, I find him wildly entertaining because he
Oh,
does
it's
those
wild.
challenge videos where he gets like people to compete in like obstacle
Yeah.
courses and like challenges and shit. And I love that kind of shit. I get off on that fucking
Yeah.
kind of shit. Like
was
almost like
good.
American Gladiators type like
Right?
fucking shit.
Are you old enough to remember American Gladiators?
I know of it because
the
of
fuck?
I remember American Gladiators.
I know of it because of like reruns and my parents and stuff, but not like I wasn't alive during its like
Yeah.
run. No, or aware during its
Yeah.
run. But
It was wild times. That's all I'm gonna
yeah.
say.
So yeah, I like Mr. Beast because of that, and he's pretty like level-headed guy when
Yeah.
he's doing his videos. He's not like, I don't know.
Yeah.
As far as I watch, that's just my
I've seen
personal opinion.
some YouTube, YouTubers or whatever you want to call them, social influencers, whatever, that are just douchebags,
Oh yeah,
and he does not seem to be,
no,
he's
he's kind of quirky. He's kind of like a nerdy
so
guy.
so if I didn't know that, if I didn't actually know that he was a good guy and did that, I would be like, you are full of shit.
Right,
You fucking knew what you were doing. You're setting people up for money.
right.
Doesn't
right.
need the money. He has no reason to
Oh, not at all. Yeah.
do that. So I want to say no douche.
Yeah.
But
I love you, Mr. Beast. I'm no douche.
go ahead. It's up to you,
Is it
sir.
my turn now?
Yep,
Yeah.
your turn. Let her rip.
Let her rip, buddy.
Full on fucking douche.
Oh, he's going the douche.
Yup.
Okay, I like this. No, I like it when we have dissenting opinions. It's good.
If your worth
good for
in
ratings.
dollars is billion,
I mean, that's also
you're
not.
automatically getting a douche in my book.
What did you say? If what?
If your dollar worth is a billion,
Mm-hmm.
more than that,
Yeah.
you're automatically getting a douche in my
Now,
book.
that wasn't
But
an
hold
exact
on.
statistic, so don't quote me
Yeah.
exactly. Like
I would say even
but-
if you have $1 billion, I mean, if you're not doing douchey things, right?
I mean,
shouldn't-
if you
that
get
shouldn't
that
make you
lucky,
an
but
off-
if you're getting that much money, you should just tie off and leave it.
But
They don't.
he's gotten that much money and he didn't tie it off. He went and dug wells, got villages water, starving kids in Africa, Ethiopia, whatever, like he
Yeah,
did some
do
shit.
That kind of shit.
He did some
He
shit.
Definitely.
He didn't
like,
send a
help
bunch
out.
of bitches up into space. You know what I mean? That's what he chose to do with his
Oh, God,
fucking
oh,
millions.
God.
No, he chose to fucking help people on
But
Earth.
you'll never know that feeling until
Shut up.
until the day you launch.
I don't fucking care to know that feeling.
Is that there? Is that
Eric?
Was she creating a slogan for
Are you a
them?
firework?
Was she creating a slogan for them?
Oh,
Was that their
God, I don't
purpose?
know.
I'd
Fuck,
rather
that-
get
Say
shot
something
out of
really
a
slogan-y.
catapult into space than ever have to see that happen again.
Hey, look, I'm all for women empowerment and women doing
Yeah.
things.
Yeah,
Totally.
totally. So
Y'all
I'm
can
just
be
gonna leave it at that.
astronauts
Like
and
Katy
whatever you want.
Eric.
Perry's out.
Eric.
Maybe. I don't
Eric. Nobody's talking about the women being
Yeah,
in space
yeah.
thing. They're talking about the douchey shit that people do with their money.
know. Yeah.
So yeah,
But
it's not us saying anything about women.
yeah.
They're wonderful people.
Just covering my bases, boys.
I hear you. Worried about your
Gotta
figs?
make
Eric?
sure the
No.
legal department's cool about it, you know.
Ah, sure.
Quincy, we promoted him to legal.
Quincy is not in the.
We promoted him to legal. We needed somebody for
You
free.
promoted him to legal.
He's going to school to be a lawyer. That's what he wants to do.
I need to see your credentials, dude.
He doesn't have any yet.
He already told you.
You
he
calling
doesn't
him a
have
liar?
it?
He'll sue you for that.
I believe him.
Yeah. Hey, Quince. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You know.
Huh. Yeah.
Look at the people you pay to work on this show, man. Where the hell do you get
We
them
don't
from?
pay him, right?
We
Yeah.
don't pay him. He's an intern.
Yeah.
I thought you gave him a bucket of chicken the last time he left.
I mean, sometimes we'll leave.
And
him
I was like,
scraps.
you give me that bucket of chicken instead, and I'll do whatever that guy did.
Oh shit, Quincy, is your
Oh.
job in trouble? Oh fuck, Matt's coming for it.
He's coming to the door and he's got a bucket of chicken, so watch out.
Hey, will you guys down in the comments please leave Quincy some love for finals this week?
Yeah. He doesn't
But-
need money for blow because we don't encourage that kind of shit. But leave him a I love you or something.
Yeah.
What? It's finals week.
No,
Yeah.
you know,
You can't tell me those. Every
gotta
doctor
fuck
who's
it.
watching this episode knows exactly what we're talking about.
Oh wait,
I'm
wait.
just
Where
saying.
did we land on douche or no douche? Are you a
Yeah.
hard douche? You said
Yeah, are you
because
a
of
douche?
billionaire.
Mhm.
Okay.
You're a
right,
hard
so-
douche.
No, my point was, I don't even know if I made my point at this point.
That's why we're talking about it again, because
Yeah.
you didn't.
Mr. Beast
Sorry.
is a douche. If you have $1 billion, you're a douche. That's all I
Okay.
have to say.
All right.
All right, but
That's
it's
two no douches, one douche, and that's
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I mean, I made my point like
That's fine.
hardcore, but
Yeah.
then I just floundered.
I can,
Thank you very much.
I can understand your reasoning.
Is the best
This
producer
show is
ever.
silly.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you something. Would you
What?
rather have a job you completely love that pays you almost nothing, just enough to survive, but you fucking love it? Or would you rather have a job that you hated going there every day, but it paid you a fortune?
Me or Eric first?
Either, go ahead.
That's a tough one.
So weirdly enough, when I was young, I told myself I'd rather be resourceful than rich.
Yeah.
And it just, it takes time to learn how to do shit. But I believe that if you learn how to do a bunch of shit in your life, you don't ever have to worry about getting a job anywhere.
You make yourself
Yeah.
needed.
So I would never sell my soul to make money when I could just live on the bare minimum as happy as I want to. And in this society, I do.
Yeah.
Like the things that I know how to do, I just fucking work on them.
Yeah, I like that.
So you're saying
Agree? I don't know.
no,
No, I
you
think
are
I'm
so
saying,
high.
I actually
You're so
forgot where
high
we were
right now.
going
I
to.
know. I can tell.
A job that
You
he
got me good.
completely
You
loves.
got me
But
really
wait,
good, man.
you got job that you completely love?
No, I would do a job that I didn't get paid shit, and I would just have a nice life.
You love the job,
But
it
that's
didn't-
not one of the prompts. So
That's exactly what I'm doing now. That's what,
Would you rather
would I rather?
have
Yes.
completely?
a job that you completely love.
Yeah.
Or one that you hate.
One that you love that barely pays you enough to just
Hypothetically,
survive,
in
or one that you
fantasy.
hate that pays you a fortune.
One that I love.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah. That's a good answer.
Eric.
I would tend to say the same about that. One that I love that pays me just enough because I have always kind of, felt like unmotivated when I do stuff I don't like,
Mm.
Yeah.
and it's like hard even if the money's there if I don't like
Or
it.
if there's something you're not familiar with.
Yeah, exactly. And so like I got an English degree, like one of the most basic degrees you can get that people laugh about,
Oh my god.
you're gonna
so
be a
much.
We were
Burger
laughing
flipper.
about it
Writing.
before you got here. I mean,
How
it
much
was, yeah.
writing? How much writing did you have to do for an English degree?
Jesus.
Oh, a lot.
Christ, dude.
and I
Fuck.
right.
specialized in
No, thank you.
I specialized in creative writing. So like
That
fiction.
is just blasting.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. I recently at a job turned like a 5-page standard operating procedure manual into like 22 pages.
That
Damn.
thing is almost.
Yeah. Because I love to write. I'm just like
Oh, sorry.
I fucking dude.
Sorry about that.
Okay, I
No,
do
you're
a
good. You're good, bro.
shout
Yeah.
out to
You're
my
looking me
fantasy
out.
football
Yeah,
league.
shout out.
Because
Shout out to Charlie
yeah.
for looking me out. Give me a little one.
Yeah, boom.
But yeah, shout out to my fantasy football league because I do a whole website for our league where I write up like sports article blurbs about each of our teams.
Yeah.
All year long. I never stop writing. I love it.
That's
Never
awesome.
stops riding the giant.
But yeah, so-
chicken either.
I've always chosen like the English major job, where it's like about love and not payment. But money's nice if I could make it.
Money's really nice, isn't it?
But I definitely like the fulfillment better as long as it is enough to survive and I'm happy, and I can have a Nintendo Switch 2 when it comes it's out.
Hey, we need to circle back
But
to this fucking guy real quick. And what did you say about a giant chicken?
Wait, you said a giant chicken.
What
What
were
do you
talking
mean?
about?
What? I wanted
Riding?
chicken fajitas earlier.
You motherfucker.
Damn it, we
I
need
don't
a
know what-
I'm like
breathalyzer
ordering
for Matt.
chicken
Yeah, I think
fajitas
so.
from
I
the
think so.
store.
Okay.
We
I
need
think
to do.
I'd rather have a job that I fucking hated and it paid me a fortune.
Okay.
Because
Really?
well, sure. If you hate it, you
God,
fucking-
man, I would not want to have to go
You
in
hate
there
it,
every
and it
single
pays
day
you-
and be like, "Fuck that."
every
You
single
know?
day you're walking in, you're
Yeah.
all, fuck this.
Yeah,
I'm going to get paid a
fuck
fortune.
that.
I'm going to retire in
Yeah,
half the
yeah.
time anyone else does.
I guess you didn't say you'd lose your fortune once you leave, so
Oh,
you
you're
get that,
building your fortune. Like,
and then
you
you go
know,
do what you love.
yeah.
I might change my answer.
I
actually.
like
I
my
don't know.
job. I don't give a shit about my job.
Hey, dude,
and that's why I love my
I've done
job.
51 years already. I've done enough working to know that if I could go back and just do that if I could go back and be on a fishing boat, I'd do that.
I
Oh,
won't get on
God,
a fucking
no.
boat anywhere.
Right. You say that,
No.
but it's paid for people. Like, I've met people.
Ocean will
They've
straight
bought
up kill you,
many
dude.
houses and, whatever,
Yeah,
all this
but
stuff. Like,
that's terrifying.
yeah, it is.
I'll
but,
stay on the
see,
land.
that's
thank
where
you
I-
very much.
but that's why they make that money.
Yeah.
Right? It's
Yo,
'cause
understandably.
they face fucking,
Yeah,
you know,
I'm not
Poseidon's
doing
wrath.
fuck that.
Poseidon.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I understand a lot of people have talked to me out here
Yeah.
have talked to me about that, but I'm just like, oh God, I don't think I could ever get paid enough to go
Oh,
on
yeah.
a boat like that.
Like,
Fuck, oh God.
go back and be a fucking jet pilot,
Quincy's got
like
to
an
get
airline
back over
pilot,
here
so you
and
could
get me
travel the
some more
world,
liquor,
kind of
buddy.
thing. Like,
Huh.
I don't know.
Hey,
That'd be cool.
Quincy,
good boy.
Quincy,
Yeah,
you be careful. Don't pour him too much.
he pours me the perfect amount every single time.
He's not even looking. He's looking at his homework.
yeah,
damn
you're
it.
not.
He's looking at his homework, damn it, because it's finals.
He
You
pours
better
me-
share some of that if you got enough for everybody. But
Share
Anyway.
with whom? You guys don't drink.
not you. We're talking to Quincy.
Oh yeah.
Don't let him see what you're doing.
Well, he's
Anyway.
been drinking that bottle.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys noticed. He was behind the Tupperware over there, like chugging on the bottle of whiskey that I have in the back.
Hey,
Classic.
He drinks half of it.
I want to
every
talk to you.
single Podcast.
You'd probably be down for this right now.
What?
I want to talk to you about something called perineum sunning.
What is it called?
It's sunning your butthole. Perineum
Perineum sunning.
sunning. Yeah, a little sunny D on the shaded B, if you know what I mean.
Dude, I've not heard of this before.
People are doing it. They go out and they specifically spread their butt cheeks and show their hole to the sun to get some vitamin D. What do you think?
No.
Go.
Does it evolutionarily need vitamin D in that area?
So-
like, I don't know. Like, does that make a better, stronger butthole?
Wouldn't you think something that's hidden between two giant folds
Would
in the
never
dark
meant to see the
would
light of
never-
day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I feel too.
I
Like,
feel
what are you
that,
doing?
I feel like it would, like
Bleach it.
evolutionarily.
Somebody
It doesn't need to be. Like, I mean, that's what it's there for, to be.
listen. There might
You
be
know.
some people that feel as if they want to do that,
Come up to the mic.
and then you gotta just let them go.
Unless, like, you're rationalizing that that's just another area where you can absorb vitamin D into your skin.
You're thinking about the thing where if you expose your butthole to the sun, it
get-
absorbs vitamin D way better. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here we
You
go.
didn't
I
hear
mean, that's just
Yeah.
basically boofing.
They
You're
claim
boofing the
You're
sun.
boofing
They
the
claim-
sun.
We get back to the
Okay,
boof.
that is the title of this
Back
episode.
to the boof.
there are some other things claimed, right? It says improve libido, circulation, sleep, and longevity, but there's no scientific evidence to support any of
I'm
it.
like, where the fuck are these sources? Yeah,
Yeah.
like
They're all from somebody right up there.
fucking AI.
Yeah. So go out and sun
Beep,
that
beep,
bun.
boop, beep,
you know?
beep, boop.
I feel like that, honestly, that would just make you have a higher chance of skin cancer.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
I would think that's
honestly,
You're
if
just
anything,
going out in the sun trying to get the sun's power,
yeah.
and instead getting gamma rays.
And
Yeah.
then you have
You're getting
anal
gamma rays right in
skin
the asshole.
cancer because you got too
Damn
much
your
sun.
rays.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Are you sunscreening
Hey.
your butthole?
Don't do that.
You better.
Yeah.
So wait,
But yeah, I guess you better, huh?
Yeah.
Dude, that could be something we can make a fortune. We just need butthole sunscreen.
Wait a minute.
We make a
Butthole
butthole
sunscreen for what's it called?
higher perspective, the whole screen.
Perenni sunning?
Perineum.
so wait a minute.
Oh, it's
Charlie.
perineum?
Charles.
I think
Charlie.
perineum.
Charles.
Perineum.
Charles.
Okay. Perineum sunning?
Listen
Yeah.
to me. Let me ask
What'd you
you a
say?
question.
Yeah.
What you're telling me is
Oranges. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
you completely derailed me.
I'm just trying to be like super predictive. Go on.
Oranges.
Orange, you glad I didn't say banana? Go on. I'm listening to you.
So what were you saying about the robot
Bro,
monkey?
he hit me perfectly with his verbal anti-aircraft gun. Just
What-
ruined everything I was going to come at him with.
What
No,
were you
what
saying,
were you
though,
saying? Yeah.
about the robot monkeys?
The robot monkeys, what?
What robot monkeys? I don't give a shit about them.
I am a robot monkey.
Intergalactic.
Oh,
wait.
Planetary.
I don't know which one it is. Oh, here we go.
Beastie Boys.
Intergalactic, planetary, intergalactic. I am a robot ape. Robot ape. We're
Back. Thank you.
And we're
Thank you
back.
for the
Thank
robot.
you.
The robot ape. I would think it'd sound a little more death-defying, but it was there.
It doesn't.
So you gonna
thought
start sun
wrong.
in the
You thought
sun in the
wrong.
butthole? Anyone?
No,
But
definitely not.
You gonna start sun in the butthole?
Like I said, I think it's a recipe for more skin cancer.
I'd rather drink milk, which I
But-
can't do. But
That's just my assumption.
yeah,
nobody
on
gets to see my butt.
science.
Not the sun.
I
definitely.
definitely don't want to see you sunning your butthole.
Nobody else
I think
wants to
it's,
see it.
Yeah.
Not even my girlfriend.
Ah, because then you have to. Eric's on fire. Because then you have to
Well-
fucking shave your shit and make sure your coals all clean.
I'm not
That'd
showing my
probably itch.
butthole to
That'd probably
anybody.
itch like a motherfucker. No, because you'd have to put
That's your
sunscreen
own
on it.
private property.
Eric was right. You'd have to put sunscreen on your butthole.
The only thing is, like, if you want to show your butthole to people and they want to see it, that's cool with them. But like me,
Yeah.
I'm trying to hide my butthole from everybody because nobody wants to see it.
No,
Yeah.
dude, I could. The hair you got going on, I don't want to see that.
It's
down
called
there.
butthole shyness. You know, you're just shy of
What?
people seeing your butthole. That's what I got too. I'm sorry, I just got really fucking high on that last rip too.
Okay.
But look
Okay.
it up. It's a real thing. Butthole shyness.
Okay. You're fucking
Google it.
butthole shyness. Oh my god, this motherfucker right here.
Sorry.
Yeah,
what do you
no,
mean,
no.
Charlie?
No, it's
What do you
okay.
got to say about everything, huh?
Nothing. Hey, you know what really slays my goat? When you go in somewhere to eat.
Yeah.
Are you okay? Are you all right?
Oh no, I'm totally just smoking a joint.
Oh yeah. Should you be smoking a joint anymore?
Definitely.
Okay. I was just gonna say what slays my goat is going into a restaurant,
Yeah.
sitting somewhere to eat in the restaurant,
Okay.
and you hear a family telling the little kid,
Neck probably
"You're
cracked.
gonna go take a shit right now. You're gonna try." And the kid's like, "I don't have to take a shit." And like they're loud. They're being really
Oh,
loud.
I've never heard that before.
And they're like, "You're gonna go in there and you're
What?
gonna take a poop, or you're gonna try
What?
to poop." Yeah, and it was like, well, I could hear the whole like they were loud, shouting, and
That's an awkward.
just such a weird-
interaction.
inbred kind of thing.
That's the thing, though, is parenting is weird. Some kids,
Yeah.
they just have a hard time with going to the bathroom.
So you got yelling
Well, yeah, but
in the public
Now you have to
restaurant.
manage
Right,
them
like-
correctly.
like, don't you be like, aren't you like, hey,
I
you're
would
in a
not personally do
restaurant-
that. No, but everyone parents
You're in a
different.
restaurant and then you lean down quietly and go, "If you shit yourself in this fucking restaurant, my God, you're gonna have the worst fucking life. You're gonna have the worst fucking drive home. I swear to God, your mother's gonna recognize you."
I'd be like,
You
you,
know,
won't
like-
be allowed to go
Is
to
that what
McDonald's
happened?
For,
No,
Oh,
no, but that's what should
No.
have happened.
I'd
well,
be
I
like,
just am like I'm against public shaming in general, no matter if it's parenting or like amongst friends or family. Like, I just don't think that's like the right way to handle shit. Personally, I don't like to handle shit that way. So I would say, yeah, that would be awkward for me personally. But
Yeah.
every family's different, I suppose. You know.
Yeah.
Not that it's like wrong, but
Seemed wrong.
seems kind of, yeah. Right? Seems a little
Seems
over
kinda
the,
rude.
a little over the top.
A little bit
You know.
much fucking, I don't know.
I mean,
Everybody gets their own
you're gonna
way
go
of
take a
doing
shit
things,
right now. But
yeah.
that's just, I don't know.
You know.
You know what we need to do?
Yeah.
Bird.
Strong words from a dude. I've seen some
That was
birds
pretty
that are so
bird-like.
smart.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I saw a cat that could talk.
That's not a bird, is it?
What?
Merv. Well, yeah, I guess it's not a bird. But it made me think of
Save
an
it for
animal.
strong words
Wait,
from a
pull
cat.
Pull that mic up to you.
There's never gonna be a strong words from the cat.
Okay. Hey, look. Strong words from a bird. I don't know what the fuck bird it is, but it says, if there's sadder shit out there, I haven't seen it.
What kind of bird
I don't know
is
what
this?
is it.
I think a bird would say,
What-
"I haven't seen."
What do you think? What do you think?
To be
This
like a
fucking
pun.
guy.
What do you think it is?
If there's sadder shit out there, I haven't seen.
No, what
it.
kind of bird do you think it is?
What kind of bird?
Oh, fuck! It looks like a finch of some sort.
Oh, okay. Nice.
What?
No, that makes sense. Finches are small like that. Yeah.
It's a sparrow, actually.
Another small bird.
Yeah.
Finches have big beaks, but
Okay.
sparrows have little beaks.
Nice.
Yeah. Finches,
Okay, I can
finches
see
are-
that.
Yeah.
Do sparrows have that spotting too, like this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, I love having the
bird.
Birdman on here because
Yeah.
he can identify this shit.
Yeah, I forgot about my special abilities, you know.
Get over to the mic. Get back over to the mic.
Microphone.
You're starting to get away from the mic.
Hold
hear-
on to it.
Hey,
Just hold on
hey,
to it for
here's
dear
my-
life. Like this.
They told me they would give me a sedative, and you don't let me have it.
Sega give. Give him the Sega give.
Eh.
Oh, I don't know what you were
That's
talking
good.
about.
Like,
Thank you.
gosh, this-
Thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So that was strong words from a bird. Very lovely.
The strongest words from
It was the strongest words from a
Puff.
bird.
Fuck out of that thing, otherwise. And you know what? No, it's puffing like a big ass cigar.
Yeah.
Did you know that nutmeg could get you fucking
Oh.
rolling?
I
Yeah,
have
but
heard
you
that
gotta use
before.
a straight clove. You can't take
Is that
like
what
the
it
ground
is?
up shit. Yeah, you gotta. I did it before, and I saw some guy lose his mind and get fucking
Whoa.
drug tested in school.
What?
Yeah.
Someone told me a story about
What?
having some in nutmeg, or sorry, in eggnog. Someone did like used it in eggnog. I don't know if that would work,
No.
Well, hold on, because when we ever did eggnog at Grandma's house,
but yeah.
you had to fucking sit there with the grater and sit and do the nutmeg. So what if he sat there and just fucking? You'd have to grind up a lot, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you'd have to work way too hard. No, this guy probably smoked the nutmeg straight up.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Fucking lost his mind.
What?
Yeah.
That'd
You can
be
smoke it?
Well, I don't know. Can you?
If
Like,
you get like a ripe ass nutmeg and smoke it straight up,
Yeah.
it will blow your head off. But man, it will give you the worst goddamn
Whoa.
hangover you have ever seen in the.
What the fuck?
Yeah, don't do it.
I really thought that I have heard it all, but
No, I didn't
came
know that.
No, it does not. No, it does not.
Well, I just assumed it was like too much of it just like gave your body a reaction.
Nope.
But-
Not
God
fucking with you.
damn it,
But
that's
it's
Look
like
it up.
it's like the way you do it.
Look at
It's the way
Yeah.
you okay.
fuck up. It's
That's
right.
crazy, man.
It's true.
Well, you know, people get
It's there.
fucked up on a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And I brought it to the table, baby.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Hey, are you ready for F Mary Kill?
Yes.
Yes.
F Mary Kill
Yeah.
whom?
We're gonna F Mary Kill. Some superhero chicks. You ready?
Yeah.
The Black Widow.
Oh.
I can't remember her name.
Jean Grey.
Uh,
Jean.
Natasha Romanoff.
Natasha Romanoff, yeah.
Yep.
Natasha, the Black Widow. Jean
Wonder
Grey,
Woman.
the Phoenix, and Wonder Woman.
Gal Gadot.
Diana,
Diana
Gal
Ross.
Gadot.
no, not
No,
Diana Ross.
that's
Diana
the-
Carter, I think.
Gal Gadot.
Oh yeah, wait, that's a singer, Diana Ross. isn't
Diana
it?
Ross
Yeah,
is a
yeah,
singer.
yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
Wrong name.
Gal Gadot.
Yeah, but that's just the actress.
Yeah, that's like the modern. Yeah. Well, I guess a lot of us think of the modern one. Like I think ScarJo and I think Black Widow for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's why I'm marrying her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Same here.
I'll just start it off right there.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
ScarJo, Mary all day.
Remember, we're talking about Black Widow, Jean Grey, Wonder
Jean
Woman.
Grey, I'd kill.
I don't know if you
Yeah.
can
Wonder
kill
Woman.
Jean Grey.
Bang.
That would be scary.
You think? I think I'd go.
I don't know. Lasso of Truth, man. I don't want to fuck with that. Get out of here.
Well, what kind of piece of shit are you, man?
I am a piece of shit.
Either she
I don't want the
comes
lasso
up
of
to
truth
your
around me.
house and bangs you, or she doesn't, and who cares otherwise?
It's Wonder Woman.
It's up to her. It's not up to you, man. We're just regular ass dudes sitting on our fucking porches, drinking beer on an afternoon
what
in the
this-
middle of the summer.
Yeah, I
Is that what
don't
this
know where
scenario
you're
is?
going. Yeah.
Is that what the scenario we set for this?
I don't know, man. I
Yeah.
don't know where he's at right now.
Okay, so imagine
Okay.
yourself on a porch with two
No,
beers,
just
I'm
got
not-
really stoned,
and
I thought
Wonder Woman
about
comes
it.
up to
So-
you and it's like, yeah, I'll fuck you.
I'm gonna
Do
kill Jean Grey because the Phoenix needs to die
Okay,
for all humanity.
fair enough.
F Black Widow, right? Because it is Black Widow.
and marry
then
Wonder Woman.
marry Wonder Woman because the kid you have is like half god.
I mean, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Hell yeah, superpowered kid.
Mhm.
You know the grip on that's got to be super.
What if he
super
could punch
grip.
you through a wall?
That's
dude?
true. I mean, that is pretty cool.
What if you have
But
a
that's
kid
also
that can
scary.
just blast you through a
Yeah.
wall?
Thank you.
I'm proud of the kid.
You
good.
I'm
remember?
thinking you're gonna be like.
What about when they're like a 3-year-old though, and they really
I'm
like
proud of you, son.
wrestling?
Crawling out of the hole.
Well, I mean, they're gonna know.
Okay.
So proud of you, and they're gonna shoot you back through the hole. As soon as you crawl out and say you're proud of them, they're gonna shoot.
So I'm gonna
whatever my best option is
If
for
I
that
was
kid.
your kid, that's what I would do.
You would be thrown over the cliff, sir.
That's some pent up repression
You'd
here.
be thrown over the cliffs. All right, there,
Okay.
Spartan motherfucker.
I'm gonna use your argument against you.
Go ahead.
I'm so
And say-
sorry.
Shoot.
I don't want superpowered kid because I have a 3-year-old right now, and they don't have any concept of their bodies, and
But-
they launch themselves at you.
You're-
So then you
wait,
add in
Like,
super
shoot
strength.
you with a
I'm gonna get
fireball for
dude.
no
My glasses
reason
are
in
already
your
broke.
face.
Hold on.
My glasses are already broke.
Your kid is being raised. You're living and being raised in a utopian society.
That kid's gonna want to wrestle with its dad,
He wants a blast.
Sure.
and I'm gonna get fucking blasted.
You're
Doesn't
gonna blast the kid?
No, I can't
What?
blast a
kid's
kid.
gonna fucking
What?
blast you. Dude.
Yeah.
They're like they want to fight.
If they have super strength, I don't want to deal with a super strength
Yeah.
baby.
I think you got to realize
Oh,
where
God.
Strength
where
baby?
your child's growing up and learning and being raised.
What do they get?
Mm.
It's not gonna grow up that way.
I'm gonna
What the
go.
fuck do you mean? Where does it get steroids? What are you talking about?
Okay,
Anyone
I'm gonna
ever
go
told you you'd be the
kill-
perfect plastic man? But go on. You're gonna kill what?
I'm gonna kill Wonder Woman.
You son of a bitch.
I'm gonna marry
Yeah.
ScarJo. Black Widow. And-
Why?
Because she'll.
It's Scarlett Johansson. That's
Yeah.
why. You just said it.
And also she's
Son
like a
of a
spy, and she is the best. She would be the best, one of the best options for keeping yourself safe. I know, like Immortal God, but
She'd
like
be the one option that
That just
brought
doesn't-
all the danger to you.
I like danger.
Shut the fuck
to
up,
your
dude.
front door,
And
baby.
then
Danger's my middle name.
I'll say F Jean Grey because the classic X-Men
Phoenix needs to die.
cartoon always had is always joked about with Jean Grey having a big old very nicely shaped backside. I'll
That
say
peach
that.
booty. Yeah, her and Rogue,
Yeah.
right?
And so
You remember that umbrella got caught in the
Rogue.
wind
Wait,
and just
that
blew
was
away
Rogue.
on the beach,
No, they show
and
That
it
was
was
Rogue, that wasn't
attached
Jean
to
Grey,
a bunch
was
of
it?
beer.
Jean Grey.
yeah.
And
And they show Rogue. You're
Okay,
right.
okay,
they do
okay.
that. in the
But no,
thing.
Rogue is the classic.
The peach bottom booty
yeah,
thing.
yeah. Okay, I mixed up the heroes there. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, they're both the
So I changed my answer, I guess. Then.
You okay?
No, I'll still say that. Kill Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Marvel supremacy.
worst.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand it. All right. Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
You all right, buddy?
No, I probably should marry Phoenix because if you just
It's too late.
hump her and dump
She's
her,
dead.
she's gonna kill you, right? Oh God. I'm
You're dead.
I'm just a guy drinking beers on the sidewalk, dude, or something.
Hey, would you rather be able to speak
Ooh.
and understand every human language or communicate with animals?
Communicate with animals.
But not
Fuck
communicate with
people.
humans or just
People
normal
are
communication?
just shit.
Fucking, I'm not
I would
going
rather
to make you
like
mute.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and a hawk all day, dude. We would eat chicken.
Shut up, dude.
Yeah.
Shut-
You know how I feel
shut
about
up.
chicken
Yeah,
fingers, right?
Shut up, man.
Me and a hawk would get so many chicken fingers. We just live on chicken fingers for the rest of our lives.
I don't know if I would want to talk to animals necessarily.
What the fuck?
I mean, I do, but like, if they're still themselves, to what end is that? They're still,
I always think of that
they're
scene.
still the same animal, you know?
Yeah, I always think of that scene in the Boondock Saints.
Yeah.
When they're in the police department,
Oh, okay.
is
It's
all
been a while.
and they start
Please
speaking
give me
all
a
the different
beer, sir.
languages.
Oh,
and
yeah,
you're
yeah.
just like, Jesus fucking, that's awesome.
Right.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. See, that's why I think, because you can travel really easily.
Oh, you
And, like, you
blend
literally
in, you
go anywhere.
blend in everywhere. Like,
I've seen a couple dudes online who know, like, a crazy amount of languages, and they, like, surprise people in their countries when they go travel.
yeah,
And the people are always like, holy shit, like, you speak perfectly. And this dude knows, like, 12 different languages.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
crazy.
it's wild. It's wild.
Yeah.
But I think I'd go with she's speaking with animals. You'd be like the Aquaman of land.
Yeah.
I
But
don't
are
know
they
what
gonna
the fuck you'd
are they
call
gonna
that.
always agree with you, though?
Land- Lando
Martin
man.
Landau.
You think
of
they'd always agree with you?
Aquaman.
See,
Does that mean you're gonna be their friend, though, if you talk to them? Or are they still their same
probably-
primitive selves?
Primitive.
Selves, sorry. Primitive.
well, right. I guess it'd be like Dr. Doolittle.
Primitive.
Even if they're the primitive itself,
Yeah.
you're talking to it. You're communicating with it. Right?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to communicate
Yeah, but-
with it though.
it
something
wouldn't
like
be
that.
like humanistic like in the
Boy, that would be
movie.
weird if
Yeah.
like you can only use sign language. Then
Yeah.
no. Then no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. So
Yeah,
that's
I
I'd
think
be
I'd
like,
do
I
the. Maybe
I may
I'd do
be
the.
thinking too
We'd
deep
have to
about it,
have the
but
deaf people talk to them.
That's Hellboy, buddy.
look where his
Hey,
mic is.
yeah.
You moved your mic away.
Oh yeah, I totally did, but you can still hear me pretty good, no?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Well, the perfect thing is I don't got to really hear anything anymore because we're hitting the end of the show.
That is fucking great.
That was pretty good. I think right here at the very bottom, though,
103.
it says, "Can Eric take us to the bridge?"
Can Eric
does it
take
say
us
that?
to the
I hope so.
bridge?
All right. Hope you enjoyed the show and this wild man right here. If you liked it, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about it. Send your ideas to ahigherperspectivethepodcast at gmail.com. Send us all your ideas. Your thank you. That's right. That's right, buddy. And remember, you're never too high to give your perspective. Thanks, everyone.
Deuces.
All right, buddy. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Enchanté.
Adios.
Arrivederci.
See ya.
Cinque.
What?